Oh no, Snowmageddon 2020! What is up, guys? Here we are back again on the 2013 4runner. Had to take a little break. Been working on a kitchen remodel in the house, and the weather's been really cold lately, but today we're gonna be bumped up to 72 again, so super excited to get back on this thing. We're gonna dig in and smooth out all these spot welds, clean everything up, put some weld-through primer on there. We'll take the new part, match it up, make sure everything fits, clamp it on, hopefully start welding. Have a couple more things I can show you inside. We got all the parts we need to get this thing back together and on the road, so let's get into it. Alright, this is the box we've been waiting for, holding us up on this project more than the weather. So, I haven't opened it yet. Hopefully it is what I think it is, and we can get to putting our first parts back together on this. Should be, and it is. New fan clutch. So we need to take the old one off, put the fan on here, install this on there, and we can put in our radiator, condenser, and get this course board on there. That's kind of the way I want to do it, just so I don't have to like take these things off again or fight it. Might as well use the free space while we have it. So I'll cut to some footage of this bumper when I first unboxed it. It came into a box which was way too small for the bumper, and I was kind of surprised because it said it was a bumper and it was only like this tall, and I thought that seems way too small for the front end of that 4runner. And I couldn't believe that these fools actually took this bumper and folded it right on the crease on the body line here, and you can see how this is just pinched right there. They had this folded all the way over and shoved in the box, and then on this side they had it folded on this crease all the way over and just jammed in the box. And I thought for sure it was going to be a huge holdup. It's going to have to send it back and wait who knows how long to get a new one. But what I did was put it outside in the sun for like 4 days and just kind of put some weight on it to spread it out, and actually like zip tied it to a couple things to spread it out as well. And voila! I'm happy to say it worked. So we don't have to mess around with that. Should be able to just scuff this thing and paint it as soon as we're ready. So that's it. Let's get to work on this thing. This big daddy, I think, should be the bumper cover. Hope it's in good shape. Box seems kind of small to fit a bumper in here, but I don't know if it's not bent up too much or something crazy. Ugh. Definitely folded in half. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Why would they think that that's a good idea? Well, I think we'll be sending this guy back. Alright, so we're going to start by pulling off this fan clutch. Alright, so you can see new one, old one, and definitely got punched out pretty good. So let's see if we can get it on there. Alright, got the new fan on there, all tightened up, and we don't want to leave another imprint like that. So basically just looking at what I can swap over now, and the only thing really hooked up still is the training cooler lines. So try to get my angle needle nose, pull those clamps, and looks like the new radiator came with a broken petcock here, which sucks, but we also got some little hose adapters, so put a little plumber's tape on there just for a good measure, and tighten those up on there. Get ready to swap these over. So I laid the new radiator on top of the old one. That way I could just swap the hose directly on, and barely, I don't think I even spilled more than 3 drops. Alright, new radiator's in. I thought about putting in the AC condenser as well, but it kind of like clips into the core support, and I just don't want to mess with all that being in the way. Actually, maybe I will put it on and just leave the mounting brackets off the AC condenser, and that way I can just put those on when it's finished. Make things easier, not have to try and snake it through, but I got that all in. Looking pretty good. Just gonna leave the hoses off for now so it can tuck out of the way a little more. And now let's start grinding all this down and drag out the welder. Alright, clean everything up, straightened it up as best as I could for now. Grab the welder and weld all these holes up so we got sufficient backing, and we'll test the panel on. Got all those filled up. Okay, well, we got it somewhat fit up there, and I'm gonna try to get something to align these dowels with right here, so that way I can shove this in there and get that side set in. Same on this side, and then on the bottom, it's kind of got this inner piece there that sits tight against the inner structure, so both sides are pretty tight, so it should just keep centered where it needs to be there. So we'll dowel that, try and get a couple clamps or some sheet metal screws and cinch these things tight, and we'll drill a couple holes through here. I already hit it down with the flapper disc where I need to weld it, so it should go pretty easily. Halfway done. It's looking pretty good. Just been clamping everything as I go and laying down some welds. Once it gets heated, had to tap a couple spots, but mostly where all the through supports were, it was laying right where it should be, nice and tight. Had to tap this out from the inside a little bit, because that was all mangled in there before, you know, so it was a little off. And now we'll do this side. All right, Well, I'll have to do a little research to see exactly how this is supposed to be bent. Bends very easily. As long as I don't kink it, we should be good. Route it around wherever it needs to go so it can get down to its home there. Other side's mounted up. All the brackets are in. Everything's solid. It's not exactly like OEM, just because my spot welds are a little taller, but heck, I think it turned out pretty dang good. I tried to work this out a little better, but pretty much got it level anyways and flat, so put the battery tray on it and it should be good. No complaints on this side. I'll probably just throw my 4 bolts in the radiator support here, and then we'll call it a night. Sun's going down. Bottom's a real pain. Top goes here. There's a little hook for the radiator. Bottom is all up in there. Both sides. But at least they got the holes looking like they're lining up pretty good. Okay, so this is what I've been working on and started out my day today. There used to be full wall going up here, and we took it out. Me and my neighbor installed this beam here, tied everything together. Still got a little electrical to do to get everything the way it should be. Ran some power there. This morning got my 220 for my stove dropped down there because it used to be over here. And I built this wall, replaced a bunch of the tiles in here because where the cabinets were before, they didn't have any tile down. Cut all this out because it was rotting, because that stupid window is seeming to be leaking, so we'll have to rectify that. And it's just the gift that keeps on giving. But well, it's Friday night and we're calling it quits. That's about it for today. We got that core support done, radiator in, fan clutch, and a condenser and all that stuff. Next time we'll mount the headlights, the grill, get the bumper cover on, make sure all that's good, pop it back off, go buy some paint, scuff those things down, hood included, lay down some paint. Thing's going to be very close to finished at that point. Just a little cleanup on the interior, maybe replace the taillight lens, and it'll be finished. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it.